UFG family, what up, though, y'all? Welcome to the UFG podcast, season 2, episode 14. I am your host, your boy DK, man, and I have my lovely bride as my co-host tonight,
What up, though?
Lily.
What's up? What's up?
What up, though? So, how was your week?
Very productive, I'll say.
Yeah, for sure.
With school and the gym and work and the kids and our meetings and
Life be lifing.
life be lifing. But I'm very excited to share what I've been up to.
Yeah.
We'll go into details a little bit later, so make sure you guys stick around so you guys can find out what projects I've been working on at
sure.
PLC. So, but other than that, no, it's been great. Hit a personal best today at the gym for leg day. I'm feeling it now. But yeah, how was your week?
Good. Very good. Actually, really, really good. I want to tell y'all something, but I can't. I have to keep it under wraps for now until it's concrete. But it's in God's hands now, so, but anyway, some very, very, very super great news, on the horizon for you guys. Also, this week, man, with me, work has been work. Secular work has been secular work, life has just been life, man, nothing bad, nothing great, except for potential opportunities,
Right.
So just we just growing, man, and just continuing to cultivate relationships and develop things and just continue to grow, man. So a couple housekeeping items I like to share with y'all. Forgive us for missing 2 weeks, right? We missed 2 weeks because we had too bad. This is actually for this
Third
week.
time's the charm.
This is the third time us filming this. The first time we had an issue with the sound. As you can see, we got stick mics. We let go of our podcast mics for the moment, for the time being, until we figure something out. And now we have the stick mics. Then our last episode, that the first time we filmed episode 14, we got 75% of the episode down, and the last 25% didn't have no audio.
Gone.
So we didn't realize it until after we were done, and it was hour and a half, 40-minute episode.
And
So
it was good energy. It was
great energy. It was just organic. It was,
and I think we're so used to like not paying attention to the
yeah,
battery
'cause
life.
It's comfortable, right?
Yeah. So because with the other mics, it just plugs into the computer.
Right.
You don't need
It's
a battery or
USB.
anything. So, but with these, because it is battery operated, it's like
So the transmitter basically died. The stick mics were still alive, right? It was the transmitter. The transmitter died, and we were just
the receiver.
Receiver, transmitter, receiver, whatever.
These are transmitters. That's the receiver.
That's the receiver. Okay.
Yeah.
So the receiver died. So it was crazy. It was just like, God dog it. And then the second time we filmed this past weekend, great energy. I mean, it was an awesome episode. It was a little bit on the long side because we kind of made up for the week that we missed. But come to find out,
it corrupted the SD card somehow.
card.
I don't know what the
soon
heck
as she
happened.
put the SD card in the computer to upload,
gone.
It wasn't even on there. So it was like, that was another one. So this is the third time. We're going to make sure we get y'all this episode, right? Thank y'all for being patient with us, man. These things happen, man. These things are going to happen if you're on your own journey and you create content, you have a podcast, whatever you do, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Things are going to happen. Sometimes
and you're not alone.
Yeah, you're not alone. And sometimes you just got to circumvent. You just got to push through it. And it's frustrating all to be, and it's crazy, right? So, but here we are. The third episode. Energy's good. Life is good.
Right.
We love you guys. Thank y'all for tapping in. So let's get right into sneaker releases. So we missed a week. So we were, 2 weeks. We missed a couple weeks due to technical difficulties. So we didn't get a chance to talk about the Brick by Brick release. The Nigel Sylvester came out a couple weeks ago, which shout out to the Whitaker Group. I'm on Manier. They sent me a friends and family invoice, so I was able to purchase for retail, which is a really hype shoe, right? It's probably the hypest release of the year so far, I would say.
Dubbing it probably the sneaker of the year.
Probably sneaker. And you guys know I don't do sneaker of the year. I do my favorite pickups of the year. This is definitely on my top 3. It's probably my favorite so far. Those and the unions right behind me over here. So, but anyway, that shoe was dope.
Mm-hmm.
I like the material. I like the story that went with it. I think Jordan Brand pulled out all the stops. Their marketing team put out all the stops
Mm-hmm.
with the storytelling, the product, PLM, Nigel himself.
Right.
Everybody just pulled all the stops out for that sneaker.
The
And
presentation was great as far as like packaging and all that.
absolutely,
Awesome.
the packaging is super dope. So if
Mm-hmm.
y'all haven't seen, I got a, detailed review of that sneaker on this channel. So check it out. Make sure
Mm-hmm.
you go check it out. One thing that was kind of discouraging, and it's not the Nigel shoe. It don't have anything to do with the release, but DJ Envy did a small shoe review,
Mm-hmm.
and it just makes me like, man, this sneaker. It's just the sneaker game is so oversaturated. It's like everybody's trying to chime in now because it's the cool thing to do,
Right.
right?
When
It's
you were nowhere to be
yeah,
found.
and you
When.
even said yourself, like DJ Envy even said himself on the Breakfast Club. It was like maybe a year or two ago. They were talking about sneakers, and
Mm,
he was saying he don't even know what's hot, right? He
yeah.
don't. Same thing with Kai Cenat. Kai
Mm-hmm.
Cenat did one of those. He went to Cool Kicks in L.A., but Kai Cenat's stupid rich, young cat.
Mm-hmm.
He went out there. He didn't know what shoes were what. They were explaining to him what, and now all of a sudden he got to deal with Nike, and he,
A
you know,
deal at that. A
so.
deal.
But I get it. Nike is doing that because he's marketable, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has a huge platform,
Right.
and
It's
it's a
not because you know
transactional
about
relationship
sneakers. It's because
with
you're
what
marketable.
he can do for them,
Exactly.
and it's nothing wrong with that. It's a
Nike is
business.
so big on brand,
It's a business.
and they will scour the ends of the earth for anyone to
But
market their brand.
things are going to change, though. I
Mm-hmm.
really feel like that Nike is starting to see that it's really not all about the numbers,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because sometimes the little people have more of an impact on the culture than these
Absolutely.
people with large and huge numbers. Because a lot of people with these inflated numbers, inflated followers, and they don't really have any loyalty to the brand, right? They don't really
They want
have
that
they're
paycheck.
just chasing numbers and likes and clicks.
Absolutely. How
So,
how do you feel if like because of this sneaker community is very welcoming to people who are new to
mhm.
to it, but how do you feel as far as like Kai Cenat and DJ Envy like possibly just trying to come onto this space not just because it's cool but because they're genuinely interested?
Oh, I mean, if you genuinely interested, the culture is for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what the culture is about. It's a culture that's welcoming. It doesn't discriminate. It doesn't separate
Mm-hmm.
cause divisions between male, female, white, black, fat, skinny, tall, short. It's no discrimination, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's welcome. The only discrimination that I would have is culture vultures.
Mm-hmm.
People that come into the culture, they don't want nothing to do with the culture. They just want to big themselves up because they know it's the cool thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And you will see a lot of that on Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
where a lot of people, they don't want nothing to do with the culture. They don't have any love for the culture, but they know that they can get clicks and likes, and if they just buy all the hype shoes and take pictures and just, it's like, okay, look at me, I got some hype shoes, boom, on to the next hype shoe. Look at me,
Right.
got some hype shoes, on to the next hype shoe. It's like there's no substance behind it. It's just look at me.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got that group of people. It's a group of people who do that. Like they just got their content don't have any substance, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just take a picture, look at me.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the group that just do things to get seated,
Mm-hmm.
which is, for you guys who don't know, that's vernacular for getting free things from
Mm-hmm.
brands, right?
Right.
So if you're seated, they put you on basically a PR list,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a transactional thing, right? Some people may give you something because they like you or
Mm-hmm.
they think you cool, but most of the time it's because of, you have certain abilities and you're going to put their brand on Front Street, and you have people brings notoriety to their brand or their product, whatever they're seating you with.
Transactional.
Yeah,
Right.
which is a transactional relationship, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's a business,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you have that group of people too that just do it just because
Mm-hmm.
of that, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's a business, right?
Mm-hmm.
But mine's is more so I guess my disagreement or disruption with it is the culture vultures, the
Mm-hmm.
people that just come around. Like you got some resellers that are straight up culture vultures, bro. Just straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'll make videos, don't buy these because they are da 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 da. It's like, dude, you're holding a shoe and telling people not to buy it. Like you
Right.
got them.
Right.
Like, oh, the resale price is going to go down or don't, it's like, dude, don't use the culture to make money off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This is our culture. Some of us really love this culture and live it every single
You just
day.
want everybody not to buy it so you can buy them and you
Yeah.
can sell them
And
at
then
double the price.
you can make a markup profit. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? That I hate, right?
Mm-hmm.
I understand resale has always been there, and you hear people always say, "Oh yeah, resale has killed the sneaker culture."
And
Dude,
there's
for
resale in so many different
yeah, resale is in
and
tickets
everything.
in Ticketmaster. You got
Books.
resale with books,
Yeah.
toys. I mean, it's just the resale market has always been in the facet of retail, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
always been there. But the problem is when you're trying to manipulate the game so bad, you polluting it.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got dudes that's giving lessons on getting bots,
Mm-hmm.
botting sneakers, and you got dudes that's getting lessons on backdooring sneakers just so you can be greedy and make a profit off of it.
Yeah.
You don't care about the culture. You don't care about, the brand, what each sneaker represent. Like
Mm-hmm.
if a shoe has a story to it like Nigel.
Right.
How many people really cared about that Nigel story? Right? What the brick means and,
Mm-hmm.
to him and his
Right.
career. How
Right.
many people you think really knew about it? Not many.
Right.
But they got him because that was the hype shoe. That was the shoe to get.
Right.
Right? So a lot of people probably don't even know that Nigel Sylvester is a professional BMXer. They
Right.
probably don't even know that.
Probably pronouncing it bikey.
Yeah, bikey air on the back, right? So you feel me? Like people, and
So
it's like you just want to come in this culture, and then when you say the
to
word
take and
culture,
take.
you say the word culture, they're like, oh, yeah. No, bro, this is culture, bro.
Right.
We are the culture. You feel me?
It's definitely so. At the end of the day, remember, you guys, when you guys are entering into a new space that you're not familiar with,
Be respectful.
or you're not, haven't been a part of, don't feel intimidated, but also be respectful into
Be
the space that
respectful,
you're coming
man.
into.
And pay homage to people who
Pave the way for you.
motivated
Yeah.
you to do this, man.
Yeah.
That's why I will always show love to, Jumpman Bostic, Mark Bostic, and he said he want to be on the show, so
He'll be
he
on
will
here.
be.
Mm-hmm.
So that's big bro. So pay homage to him. And it's not just, see, people think it's just, tag this person and tag that person. It's like, dog, y'all have to really understand that life goes beyond Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
For most people on Instagram, it's a facade, bro. It's a facade. It's an identity, and some of them are not real. They hide
It's a
behind
persona.
monitors and keyboards or a mobile device. They hide behind that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, most of us who are really into culture, like myself,
Mm-hmm.
the Sopranos, it's many. I'm not saying that I'm the only one. No, it's a lot, male and female, that's in this culture, this community, that loves it and that really cherishes it and that breathes it and that lives it, not just to take pictures and get hype shoes
Right.
and just talk about sneakers all day. Sneakers, yeah, it's a draw, right? It draws you in, but it's bigger than that. It's not just about sneakers, man.
There was a post that I seen about marketing. When you are trying to do videos and stuff on Instagram, there was this one person who said that go from a how to a why.
Yeah.
So instead of constantly just teaching somebody something, how to do something, you got to also show them why they should, or why as far as their purpose, or find the why behind why you do something. And it's like
the Alma ships, understand
yes,
your why.
and so it's like when you give content in the aspect of not only being educational, but also sharing a story, people want to relate to you.
That's right.
In
right.
some way or fashion. And it's like when you are a big personality or a big brand, sometimes they're too far up for you to reach up to, right?
Yeah, you can't
So
relate.
if those big ups or the people who pave a way create stories and create tap into the emotions of their consumer or of their audience, now you create a loyal following. Now you create a loyalty to a brand, because now it's like, I see myself in that.
Right. Right.
So
You drawing that
you
connection.
draw that connection,
Yep.
and and it can be with any brand. So
Yep.
it's important that for people who are coming, again, I'm going to reiterate, who are coming into this space, be respectful for the people who paved that way for you, because their stories is what brought you here.
That's right. And then a lot of people, man, they just start coming around during the pandemic. Everybody knows sneaker consumption went through the roof during the pandemic, right? A lot of people had extra money. We were one of them. We had extra money. Although I always been in this culture, I didn't have a space to convey my passion.
We didn't know we can make
I didn't know
content
about it.
like
Right.
this.
So, but at the same time, man, I came in this game not on nobody's back. You know, I came in this game ground up, out of the mud. So sometimes you see people who come in and they're just in this. They don't have a reason. They're in it for either to make money, which is whack, or they're in it just because it's the cool thing to do. Both are whack.
We're constantly being told in class, what would you do all day, every day for free?
For free. This is
I
my
mean,
passion,
it's nice.
bro.
It's nice to get paid for it, of course. I mean, who doesn't want to get paid for their time? Right.
To make a living off of something that's your passion,
Right.
but not monopolize the culture
Or manipulate
it and then make money off of it.
Right.
It's a difference, right? So don't misconstrue what I'm saying. Like, oh, you holier than thou at it. No, I don't have that kind of attitude. It's just it's a difference between making money off your passion, meaning you can get a job at Jordan Brand or Nike, at Adidas, Saucony, being some sort of ambassador or something like that. You can get a job doing that if that's your passion, if that's what you want to do. But at the same time, I feel like just going out and buying up a whole bunch of shoes so the regular consumer can't get them, and then you sell them back to the culture
after telling them not to buy them.
Right, for a marked up price. That's culture vulture.
Yeah.
You're stealing from the culture to make money off of it. Again, resale is a thing. We get that. But there's a difference with resale and being a culture vulture. So it's just one of them things, man. It's like a lot of people seeing this culture and they seeing how sneakers kind of went through the roof and during the pandemic in 2020, and everybody's like, oh, I can make that kind of money.
Especially when The Last Dance came out.
Yeah. So, I can make that kind of money. Oh, let me get into it. I had a person literally tell me, I don't even care about sneakers. I'm just trying to make money. And that person still owns a sneaker resale store to this day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and it don't matter if you white or black, he's black. So it's like, it's not.
It don't care.
It don't matter.
Money is money.
If you
money
don't,
green all the way around. So
no, not even about that. It's like, it don't matter from the standpoint of it's not just a certain race that culture vultures, right? That are culture vultures. It's not just like white people or just Asian people or Mexicans, or it's any nationality. They do it, right? Because like you said, money is green all the way around, and all they see is greed, right? So, not to say that envy is a culture vote, but it's like, come on, man, you ain't never said nothing about sneakers. Now you do a whole shoe review for the Nigels, and again, in context, Envy and Nigel are both from Queens, so I get it. I understand.
We'll see if he continues his shoe reviews.
Yeah, well, he won't unless Nigel do another one, But
maybe then he can
or
just keep
something
it there.
else super hype, So it's like. It's like,
keep
all
that
right,
same
that's like
energy.
if I try to start a radio station and I don't know nothing about DJing, but I do know something about music, right? So
Right.
I go on their turf and
You're from Detroit,
I'm trying
Motown.
home Motown, right? So I go on their turf and
Right.
act like I know what I'm doing. So how would you feel, right? So it's just that thing, man. So I'm very protective of the culture, right?
Hmm.
I'm that
If nobody else is
overprotective.
gonna do it, you gonna do it.
And it's not just me, it's a couple of
Hmm.
them. We got a
No, I
group.
know. I'm just saying, like your mentality. Like even if
Yeah.
nobody else do it, I'm gonna do it, kind
And
of
it's a
thing.
group of us that's, a
Very
lot of my
protective of it.
partners that I deal with, we think in like manner. We think just some of us I'm just the most outspoken. Not I ain't gonna say the most outspoken, but I am one of the most outspoken ones
Hmm.
who tell it like it is.
Hmm.
But it's just like, bro, I just hate that. I hate the fact that, you can put your energy and time and really be intentional. Like everything that I do is intentional.
Hmm.
From the music I pick for my picture to the angles to what I'm wearing to my hat, the shirt, the
Hmm.
pants,
To the
whatever.
part of the song that you actually
Right, to the
pick.
actual snippet of the song I'm
Yeah.
picking. Everything I do is intentional and it's on purpose, right?
Hmm.
And I've really put thought into it and my emotions and feelings as you do,
Hmm.
right? When you telling me to stand certain ways, you think, when you do reels and you edit it a certain way,
Hmm.
and then you see people who don't care, but all they do is buy the newest hype shoe. Oh, the Nike SB4s came out. Let me buy those and take a picture, a generic picture where it's not like, it's not even creative.
Hmm.
It's not, it's just like plain.
Hmm.
But that person, they getting like 400 or 500 likes because it's a hype shoe. Sometimes it's because they're a female, and I'm saying that to put it in context, not to be a misogynist, but some dudes in this culture, they're thirsty.
Hmm.
So if they see a decent looking female, they ooh, hard eyes,
It can be
ooh,
the same exact picture with somebody else,
bro.
but that one's gonna get more likes
Yeah, so
because people be
that's kind of
thirsty.
disturbing to me. It kind of bothers me because I put my real all into this.
Hmm.
I live, eat, sleep, breathe this. This is who I am, and this is
Hmm.
always who I've been. I didn't create this persona. I'm me outside of this at work, secular work,
Hmm.
I'm me. You know what I'm saying? I always been that way. But at the same time, man, I try to have grace and give people the benefit of the doubt because when you are new to a culture, to a community, you do want to fit in, right?
Hmm.
You don't want to be an outsider. You don't want to be looked at as, oh, you the newcomer. Like,
Right.
and I would never treat nobody like that. I tell everybody, look, this culture is welcoming. Just do it right.
Just do it right.
And
That's all
then
you
once
gotta
I see
do.
you not doing it right, I don't, I cut you off. I don't deal with you.
Go over
And
there.
it's no
What do
disrespect.
you
I
say?
just
Go
don't
play
deal
with
with
your
you.
lace locks
Go
over
play with
there.
your lace locks, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go play with your lace locks. Go play with your hang tags, man.
So, kind of circling back to the Nigel release,
Hmm.
what are your thoughts as far as like how it was released?
What you mean? How? Like the
Like,
story with it,
no, no,
or
no, like actual, like at
where
stores,
where it
like
was
how,
at? Like the
yeah.
stores?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was. I mean, it was normal. It was a neighborhood boutique store release, a tier zero boutique release.
Mm-hmm.
I think they did well with how they released it in NYC, his
Mm-hmm.
home. They did like special activations out there. And I think it was dope, man. I think it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was gonna be a limited sneaker. I knew it wasn't gonna be like a GR where you can just pick up at Foot
Mm-hmm.
Locker, Finish
Do you
Line.
feel like it was the limited? Like, what would we say, 10,000 or
No, no,
20,000?
no.
Like,
10,000 is a
it was
whole
something else.
different. No, it
But
was it was
do you
supposed to
feel
be
like?
like 50 to 55,000,
Do you
something
feel
like
like
that.
it was 50 to
Yeah,
55?
yeah. Yeah, a
That's
lot of
fair.
people like, oh man, everybody got. No, everybody don't, bro. Think about that. You got a certain amount of followers on Instagram. Out of them followers, you probably have a few people here and there that showing, oh, I got W's
Mm-hmm.
that didn't pay resale. I'm talking about the retail release.
Mm-hmm.
And you figure it out a couple hundred at the most,
Yeah.
right? Dude, 50,000 pairs. So I genuinely
And the
feel
virality of it, those the posts that go viral.
hmm
When you're constantly seeing just viral posts, it does feel like
like it's a lot.
everyone.
Yeah.
But
And
let's
then
look
when
at
you
it
took
from
an
a
L
masses.
too,
You
you feel like,
salty, you
yeah, you
feel
feel. I
left
mean, everybody,
out.
even these old white ladies in England got them. Like, dude, okay, bro. Like, this is who I lost to. I lost to them, bro. Them not even they shoes. I
Right.
still stand on that.
Yeah.
I think it was just it was it did its purpose. It was a video that went viral,
Yeah,
bro. To
it
show two old ladies just with them, and then when they tried them on, the shoes look entirely too big for them. Like it just didn't even look like it was there.
it
And
was
if
their
it was there,
grandsons,
yeah,
you know.
that's what I
But
feel like. But even if
it was a cute moment. It
it's
was
two.
funny.
It was
You
two
know,
pairs out of 55,000,
right.
bro. Like, come on, man. That wasn't the pairs that you had your hands on. It was overseas somewhere.
And
So
it wasn't
chill
like,
out.
you know, like you seen a reseller post a storage unit full of
Yeah. Like
them.
old boy was doing when the Union 2s came out. Remember, he had like 300-400 sitting behind. That kind of stuff, like, that makes my blood boil. Like, I don't like that. Like, it's like, dude,
Your
come on,
voice
man.
be on 10 when you talking
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But so any new release? Let's talk about the new releases coming up this week.
So this week, so the Nigel to me was a success. So this week we have on April the 5th, we have the Rare Air Cinnabar. That's the women's. That's a women's release.
Yeah.
I think it only goes up to women's 12, which is a 10.5, which is my size. I'm cool on those. They decent.
I
I'm
mean,
cool
red's
on
my
those.
favorite color, but I don't know. It just.
And then the Rare Air Deep Royal. Those are decent. They cool.
Why are they called Rare Air?
Because it's a mashup of different colorways, and it's just it's Rare Air. I think they did a Rare Air package early 2000s somewhere like that, and they just kind of revisiting it.
Okay.
So they got the ones, they got some 3s coming out, and they got some 4s coming. The Rare Air 4s are ridiculous.
Are they all that same blue color?
No, they got that blue in it, but they're not. They got some red in it. They got blue in it. They got black in it. So, but yeah, as far as that goes, those come out April the 5th, which is Friday, and then some the Luca. What's that? 4s. The Luca 4s come out. Those aren't. That's not a bad looking sneaker.
It's called Space Navigation.
It's not a bad looking sneaker. I kind of like them.
Not.
And then that's it for this week as far as Jordans go. So let's look at other sneakers. You got the Nike Air Max 95 Big Bubbles are releasing this Friday. You got the LeBron. Oh, those were today. So the LeBron Bryce World, LeBron 22 Bryce World. He was wearing those the other night too. And then the LeBron 22 frozen grapes, which we love frozen grapes here. That's a great snack. I'm telling you.
High in sugar though, so limit how much you eat.
But it's natural sugar, so it's not like that processed crap. But yeah, and then you got the Jewel Lloyd Nike GT Cut. Though the Cut 3s, those are decent. That's some decent hoop shoes, man.
Jewel Lloyd?
I think they're some sort of collaborator, maybe an artist. That's why they look like that.
Okay, sorry, Jewel Lloyd. Those are kinda ugly.
And then they got some SB Dunks coming out.
Ugly. Pass.
And then you got some Bapes.
Pass.
And then you got some
Definitely
Hardens.
pass.
And then you got the Book Ones. Oh, that's next week. So, yep. So the Hardens will be the last of that.
So ugly. Ew. They look like alien shoes.
I heard they very good function.
I don't care.
The functionality of them is really good. So
I don't care. Can they help him play defense? Because
pow, pow, pow. Shots fired.
Yeah, them shoes is
Man,
ugly.
the Clippers are
They're
actually
too
doing
ugly
well
to be
right now.
like that.
So, with that being said, sneaker culture, man, I just want to leave the sneaker culture in good hands, man, because we are the culture. I am the culture. You are the culture. You are the culture. We are the culture, and we need to protect it because you got vultures that come in, try to manipulate it, to taint it, to poison it, just to make money off of it. And that's what a culture vulture is. To really just like a vulture, just come and take selfishly. Just don't care who else, just take it. Don't care. So, but with that being said, man, I think that's about it for releases, man. We can get on over to college basketball. So, college basketball, we are down to the final 4 for men and women. So the men are all number 1 seeds. That's
crazy. I think they said the last time that happened was like in 08, 09 or something like that.
So you got Auburn in Florida. They play Friday at 6:09. And then you got Duke and Houston. They play at 8:49, so they're the second game. It's a double hitter Friday night. Curry has 50 points right now. He done made 12 threes. He's 2 shot from the record. So,
That's cool.
yeah, he's
Steph
going for the
Curry.
record tonight.
Yeah, he
So,
is.
sorry about that. I got a notification, but we're going to jump right into the NBA in a minute anyway. So, and then as far as the women goes, we got
A lot of updates since the last time we talked.
yeah, so we got UCLA and UConn. They'll play Thursday at 9 p.m. And then you got South Carolina and Texas. They play Thursday at 7 p.m. So that's going to be a good game, man. Hold on. The 4th is Friday.
Yes.
So
the 5th
the 5th is Saturday. Sorry, guys. So the men will play Saturday. The girls will play Friday. And
the Jason Tatum's, or no, would you say Luca shoes?
yeah, the
Those
Lucas come
come
out on the 5th, Saturday, and the Rare Airs come out Saturday.
Okay.
Not Friday. Excuse me, guys. So, but you got UCLA, UConn, South Carolina, and Texas. So it's gonna be some good games, man.
Anyone from Texas, but
Texas got a good squad, man.
I mean,
They've
obviously
been
they're
good
in the
all
Final
day.
Four, so
all year. They've been good all year, and then South Carolina been kind of struggling, but. Can't question.
Yeah, they've been. I mean, you
can't underestimate the heart of a champion.
Mm-hmm.
They're champions.
They're the reigning champs, man.
You can't underestimate them. They pulling games out, and that's what counts at the end is a W.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Paige, man. I want to see Paige go out with a bang, bro.
Yeah,
I like what Paige doing.
Because Juju.
It was supposed to be Juju and Paige last game, and yep, Juju is hurt, torn ACL. She's done until next year. So.
It hurt my heart when that happened.
Yeah, it hurt everybody's heart. It sucks. It really sucks, man. So, the Final Four, man. The Final Four, men and women. Y'all comment down below. Let me know who y'all think gonna take the whole thing.
Who do you think for men?
Who gonna take the whole thing? I say Duke. And I'm just throwing something out there. The men, I haven't really been paying attention to them. I'm not even gonna lie.
Everyone watches women's sports, y'all.
The women's college basketball is more exciting to me. Yeah. It just is.
So who you think?
I think South Carolina gonna do it again.
You don't think UConn will pull it out?
I want them to. I would like to see Paige get her one before she get out because this her last year.
I do think South Carolina,
but
might
I just
take
think South Carolina gonna take it.
It's like they've been having with these really close games.
It don't matter, man. As long as you get the win, the W is all that counts.
But the way Paige has been playing, she scored 41?
40 the other night,
and then 31.
31 the last game against USC.
Come on, man.
Yeah. So she's definitely balling, bro. Mm-hmm. And I would like to see her go out with a bang and get one. I think that she's the best individual player that's left.
Yeah.
These other 3 teams are good teams, but as far as like individual players, she's the best player.
Absolutely.
That's playing. And the old girl for UCLA, the big girl. She's the big. I can't think of her name. I'll tell you right now.
If I see her face, if I see her name, I'll remember her face.
She's the center or power forward or whatever her name is. She is, because they put Betts. Betts. Her name is Lauren Betts.
Lauren Betts.
She averaged 20 points and 9 rebounds.
Yeah,
so she's a beast.
She a beast, man.
She's a beast. But Paige is more electrifying, I would say, because she plays the perimeter. But Paige can get cold. She's very streaky.
And she's very agile.
I'm saying she's streaky as far as like she'll be hitting, go for 40, 30.
Cold.
And then she'll go cold. So she's very streaky. So, but we'll have to check it out. So that'll do it for college, your Final Four. And let's get into the NBA, man.
Because Steph Curry is hot right now.
Yeah, the NBA, the Warriors are up by 5 with 1 minute left in the 4th. And Steph is balling, man.
In a minute, you think he'll break the record?
Yeah, probably not. He's 12 for 20. So I don't think he's got 50.
He was just
11 for 15.
He was just 11 for 15 when we checked last time.
Yeah, but he got 50 though. Yeah. So and 10 rebounds, 8 assists. Yeah. So he's feeling good, man. He took a little break and he's been feeling good. Jimmy Butler got 25. So yeah, man, they look good. Draymond Green 13. Draymond Green.
What is Draymond Green
13 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists. He got triple double. So
why can't you just do that
and he can. He just. So they up 130-125 with 34.6 left. We need this game too. Yeah. We need to win. So As far as today goes, the standings, we're in the 6th seed and we're a half game up on Minnesota. And if we win this game, we'll move up into 5.
Hmm.
So we'll be a game above Memphis. That's who we playing right now. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll move into 5. We can get up to that would knock us probably 2 games behind, a game and a half behind LA.
Mm-hmm.
So with what's this? This is game 75. So we got 7 games left. We go on a win streak, if we can win out and LA lose a couple games, we'll bump up into that number 4 seed.
Let's go. Let's
So
go. Come on.
I
Let's
think we'll
go.
beat LA too in a 7-game series. Steph LeBron a butt kicking.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Phoenix is not gonna make it. They're in that 11th seed. They're 35 and
You
41.
think they'll break the team up?
Yeah, they need to. You got KD, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal, and y'all can't make the play in. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
So looking at things now, so the East is set. So the 1, 2, 3, the 5 teams that's eliminated from the East are Toronto. They're mathematically eliminated. Brooklyn, Philly, Charlotte, and Washington. So they're all eliminated, right? Now it's just about seeding. You got Detroit is 5. You got Milwaukee is 6. So 5 and 6 can interchange.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
A couple
we only a
players
game
just got
apart
suspended
a
for the
piece.
Pistons.
Yeah, only 2 games. I think we'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have Damian Lillard, so they're in big trouble.
Yeah.
We're a game ahead of Milwaukee. And then you got Orlando, Atlanta, Miami, and Chicago are all 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's the play-in for now. And then Cleveland is number 1, Boston number 2. Cleveland has won their 60th game. They're 60 and 15. So 7 games left for them guys. Then you got Boston, New York is 3rd, and Indiana is 4th. Indiana is only 2 games ahead of the Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
So if Indiana lose a couple games and
And
the
we
Pistons win, because there's 7 games left,
Come on, Detroit, let's go.
we can pull up into that 4th seed. So
Detroit.
let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go, man. So
We brought the bad boys out a little bit.
yeah,
But-
so the Utah Jazz and the New Orleans Pelicans, I'm about to say New Orleans Hornets. The Utah Jazz and New Orleans Pelicans are mathematically eliminated. Soon will be the Spurs, Portland, and Phoenix. They won't.
Didn't they
won't
just
make
announce that Zion and somebody else were
CJ
out?
McCullough are done.
Yeah, are done.
Yeah, they mathematically eliminated. I wouldn't have played them no way.
Yeah,
So
they're out for the injuries.
they're 21 and 54. They're
Horrible.
trash. So
Dang.
in the West, you got OKC is 63 and 12. You got Houston, which LA just beat Houston last night, 49 and 27. Denver is right behind Houston. They're a game and a half behind Houston with 47 and 28. The Lakers are 46 and 29. Memphis will be 44 and 32. We're 44 and 32, so we'll be tied. So, no, we're 44 and 31, excuse me. So we'll be a half game ahead of Memphis. So we'll move into that 5th seed. And then 7th will be Minnesota, the Clippers in 8th, Dallas Mavericks 9th, and Sacramento is 10th. So it's going to be a lot of switching because from the 3rd seed down to the 8th seed, it's just 4 games separating the 3rd seed from the 8th seed.
Yeah.
And it's 7 games left. So it's a lot that can happen if a team go on a
can
losing
happen.
streak and a team go on a winning streak. It's a lot that can change around seeding wise, you know. So we'll have to see, man. So let's go through the scores for tonight's games. Tonight's games, you got again the Warriors are up 132 to 125 in Memphis with 20 seconds left. So that game is pretty much over. You got Denver is at home against Minnesota. This is in the first quarter. Minnesota, the Timberwolves. It's in the first quarter, 28 to 15. Portland beat Atlanta in Atlanta, 127-113. The Knicks beat. They defended home court and beat the Sixers, 105-91. The Bucks beat the Suns, 133-123 at home. Magic. Orlando went to San Antonio and beat them 116-105. And the Chicago Bulls defended their home court against the Raptors 137-118. So those are scores for tonight, Tuesday, April the 1st. So NBA news, man. So a couple things that I would like to revisit and talk about because it's what we revisited. I mean, we already talked about it before. So you got this Stephen A. and LeBron situation, right? So it's kind of hard to put I think Charles Barkley said it the best. Basically, LeBron is bullying Stephen A. And Stephen A. is looking real lame with his responses.
He's trying to make up for the fact that he kissed his butt that
He
first
did.
apology.
He did, and he
then
felt stupid.
And he felt stupid
He felt
because
really
he went
stupid.
back on that podcast and basically
tried to be
was
Mr. Tough Guy.
Right. So now he's making up for that.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
So I didn't like the fact that LeBron went on Pat McAfee, and that was really unprofessional, childish, a little juvenile for LeBron to do that. It's like, man, you too good for that, bro. Like Charles Barkley said that too. He was like, LeBron, what you doing? You too good for that, man. You know, for you to say
I'm defending my legacy.
For you to say I'm the greatest of all time and the stuff that you do, it's like, man.
Yeah.
Again, 94 feet, 48 minutes. LeBron James is one of the greatest basketball players we've ever seen. He is. He's a physical specimen. He's a basketball savant. He's very cerebral. He's that guy, right? He is. But he's not the guy. He ain't him. That's him. Right there, 23. Red and black.
He's pointing
Chicago
to the
Bulls.
Jordan jersey.
I'm pointing at my Jordan jersey on my wall for those who are just audio. So, yeah, man, it just went final 134-125. Warriors won. So LeBron goes on Pat McAfee. He take all kind of jabs and shots at Stephen A. Talking about, oh, watch, he gonna light up when I'm talking about him. I bet he gonna smile ear to ear. He gonna get his ice cream and get in his tighty whities and sit in front of the TV.
My God.
Like, he went crazy. And it's like, bro, come on, man. LeBron, stop, man. And he called Brian Windhorst a weirdo.
His biggest cheerleader.
One of his biggest glazers.
He'd rather go on a Pat McAfee than
Shannon Sharp and Club Shay Shay. So, all you Glazers, how you feel right now?
How y'all feeling right now?
How are you feeling? LeBron really showing y'all how he feel about y'all, man. All y'all be glazing him and crowning him your king when I don't see what. See, the thing is, Kenny Smith made a good point, bro.
What did he say?
He said LeBron is respected because of records, stats, and all that. But he was like, yes, it's undeniable. You can't. That's true. You can't. There's the duration he played and the minutes he put in and
the capacity at which he played.
Yeah, absolutely. And the level he played at. Okay, great, right? But he said you take away the stats, you take away all of that and just measure by greatness. He said he's not even in his top 10. That's a former NBA player, man. So I can see what he's saying with that. That's deep, man. So anyway, LeBron gets on here, the Pat McAfee show. He says a bunch of crap. He's dogging out Stephen A. Then they got to pull MJ in it.
Of course.
It's like, leave MJ alone, bro. Like, so LeBron creates another narrative. This is what I hate about LeBron. This is the side of LeBron that disgusts me. I beat the Warriors, a 73-9 team, so that made me the greatest of all time. Stop, bro.
Couldn't do it without Kyrie, though.
Stop, bro. It's not even that. It's just stop. Winning one championship don't make you the greatest of all time. Right. What about the time when you got swept by the Spurs? Oh, we ain't talking about that, though. We ain't talking about that. Or what about the time where you link up with D. Wade and Chris Bosh and y'all lose in 2011 to the Dallas Mavericks when you was up 2-1 in that series in the finals? But we ain't talking about that. We ain't talking because you the GOAT. We ain't talking about that. And you average, 2 points a game in the fourth quarter. But we ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't talking about that. Or the time when Kawhi Leonard got finals MVP against you while you were in Miami. And he was in San Antonio. But you the GOAT, though. You the GOAT. You the GOAT. Or that time when KD pulled up and hit a 3 right in your grill in Cleveland
In
to seal
Cleveland.
it 2 years in a row. But you the GOAT. We ain't gonna talk
It
about
was
that.
literally almost the
So
same play.
I mean, that's my problem. It's like, dog, why you can't just accept that you're a great player?
But you're not the greatest.
You're not the great. You're not better than Mike, bro. So he got to bring Mike into it. He got to. So Pat McAfee asked him, "What's up with you and MJ?" You know, oh yeah, we're cool. We're cool, but we don't talk though. So he's like, "You don't talk? What do you mean you don't talk?" He's like, "Yeah, probably because I'm still playing and I'm out here breaking records still, and he has to look at the 23, or he's probably on the back nine and he's playing golf, and so when I retire, I'm sure we'll talk more." No, LeBron, stop. You see the narrative he just created? So with him saying that, creates a narrative, and this girl, Ashley Neville, some journalist girl on Instagram, creates this reel talking about, oh yeah, I like LeBron James as a person better than Michael Jordan anyway. First of all, who are you? Who are you? Like that meme, who are you? Like, you don't know MJ personally, for one. You
Right.
don't know him personally, because if you did know him personally, you wouldn't fix your mouth to say something that ridiculous. That's one. Two, do you even know LeBron personally? I don't think so. You got like 42K followers on Instagram. You don't know LeBron personally either. So how you gonna start off by you trying to be a journalist? So you just give people a microphone and a camera. They just think they
Automatically journalist.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? You think you on Stephen A level. She be taking shots at Stephen A. And then she'll post little stories. Oh, my rage bait did good today. Look at the numbers. That's what you about. That's what I mean. That's culture vulture. That's a culture vulture in the journalist culture, in the journalist arena.
Right.
That's a culture vulture. She's taken away from the culture for her own selfish well-being, right? So then she says, MJ, why don't you talk to LeBron? Talk to LeBron. I mean, he admires you. You're like 60 years old. Come on, grow up. Bro, shut up.
How about he just don't like him? How about
Or even if he don't like him, what does he owe him? He don't owe LeBron anything.
yeah?
He doesn't owe him anything. Why do people have to tear at MJ's legacy to pacify and pat LeBron on the booty? Why do y'all do that? Why MJ it's nothing. See, in that the narrative that LeBron created, he knew what he was doing when he said
Oh
that.
yeah, he's gonna have.
He
everybody
knew what
talk
he's
about
doing.
it.
Now he's gonna
Everybody
have
come to
people
his defense and,
like, oh, MJ is
the
a bitter old man,
Yeah,
and he's
bitter old man.
MJ out here living his best life. He done married him a Colombian model. He done put 2 babies in her. He got two
Put it
little,
like that.
he got 2 little beautiful little twin daughters from her, and they living their best life, bro.
Right.
He's private, right?
Super private.
Super private. He's not in front of a camera for y'all's sake. So since he's not in front of the camera and we're in this digital age, y'all feel like he's some bitter old man. Dude, it's nothing that LeBron James can do to threaten MJ's legacy. Nothing. What MJ has done is cemented in history. There's no one like him, and there's no one gonna be like him. The closest was Kobe being Bryant. That was the closest. Other than that, dude, y'all can't create this narrative like MJ is threatened by LeBron.
Okay.
There's nothing that he can do to threaten him. Yeah. We look at it from a financial standpoint. You're going to threaten MJ financially?
Nope.
Not. Think about impact, culturally impact. You're going to threaten MJ? Not. They're still selling shoes from 1984, 85, and people are going crazy over them, right? So you got to think of it from this standpoint. Culturally, you're not threatening him culturally. Financially, you're not threatening him. Accolades on the NBA level, 48 minutes, 94 feet. The accolades are despairingly different. Like killer. Allen Iverson posted on Instagram the other day. This is Allen Iverson, one of the coldest people to play the game. He posted a picture of MJ and all his accolades. And he was like, what are we talking about? That was his description. It either said enough said or what are we talking about? Basically, like, y'all know who the GOAT is, bro.
Right.
Stop.
Right.
And LeBron is the one perpetuating these narratives like, okay, MJ don't talk to me. So now people are looking at MJ, he this bitter old man. Dude, it's nothing that MJ is living his best life. I can guarantee you he don't care 2 cents about what y'all saying. Because if he was bitter, he'd do the Scottie Pippen. He'd get on TV and sound bitter and be bitter. Right? He don't care, bro. He's always been a consummate professional.
Yeah.
Always, bro. MJ has never changed, bro. He knows how to conduct himself as the GOAT.
Yeah.
That's how you got one person that's saying, look at me. I'm the GOAT. I'm the GOAT. You got one person ain't said nothing, ain't even picked up a basketball in over 20 years. He ain't said nothing, but everybody else saying it. That's how you act as a GOAT. That's a GOAT. Greatest of all time. That's a GOAT. Whether you hate MJ or not, you got to admit it. That's a GOAT. You can say all these accolades and these records LeBron breaking because it's a time.
Right. He's been in the league
22 years.
22 years.
So if you've been in the league 22
You're
years,
bound
guess
to break
what?
some records.
Of course, you're going to score more than anybody else, bro.
Right.
Imagine if MJ played for 22 years, man. Straight. Just consistent. His daddy didn't get murdered. He didn't take time off to go to baseball. He didn't do none of that. He just 22 years played. Imagine how many rings he had. Imagine how many points he would have. Y'all need to stop. Please. Please just stop it. So now she says that, oh, what has MJ done? He hasn't done nothing for kids. You are really literally stupid. Like you're really dumb. When you say stuff like that, you're dumb. That's not me being a cold-hearted person. That's not me being a mean person. You're dumb. Do your research. Your job as a journalist is to do what? Is to do research. Get facts. Gather as much intel on the story. Not just take for what LeBron said. Oh, MJ don't talk to me because of this. So what LeBron say is law. You telling me LeBron don't lie?
Right.
To make himself look good? LeBron would never get the treatment that Kobe got, and that stings him. Yeah. That hurts him.
Right. He
reached out to MJ. MJ ain't bothering with him. You know what? If I was MJ, I wouldn't be bothered with you either. You know why? Because you wear 23 because of me. If I'm MJ, this is my reasoning, right? And this is Darnell speaking, but if I was MJ, you wear 23 because of me. Right? You play the game because of me. You said it. You said that out your mouth. You wear 23 because of me, and you play the game because of me. You haven't done half of what I did.
Right.
You ain't go through half of what I went through. With the murder of his daddy, the gambling allegations, the way the media manipulated him, the way the media pitted his own team against him. All the beatings from the Pistons, that physical era of basketball. You didn't go through half of what I went through. Right. And you ain't did half of what I accomplished.
Yeah, you want to call yourself
but you say you the greatest?
Yeah.
You just disrespected me. I don't want to talk to you. You the greatest, right? What I need to talk to you for? You the greatest. But did you hear Kobe ever say that? And people like, well, he talked to Kobe. That's because Kobe came at Mike the right way.
Right. He approached it.
He approached him like, this is who I like, with admiration and respect. How did you do that? How you do that shot? How did you do that move? And he studied him. And MJ saw that like, okay, teacher, student. Not somebody who just gonna say, oh, I'm better than him. I'm better than all of them. Dog, you not better than Magic. Dog, you not better than Shaq. You not better than Kobe. You're not better than MJ. Like, it's not even close, man. It's not an argument, but LeBron created this narrative. So now it's an argument because he has pull in the media, but he makes himself look worse and worse when he do stuff like this because now it's starting to be like a little bit distasteful, bro.
And now you starting to look like the bitter old man in this instance when you constantly pointing fingers and creating these narratives, and it's like you're throwing these bones for these so-called journalists to bite. And to just create a whole viral postings and whole viral articles and everything to cater. It's like you set
You
it on
trying so
fire and
hard,
you watch it burn,
throwing
and
rocks
you're
and hiding your
and
hands.
you're so happy with the results.
And the thing is,
So
it's like, dude, it's not like this Ashley Neville chick. Like, dude, just shut up and go somewhere. Like, for real, man. Like, why are you even creating that narrative? Like, MJ didn't, and that's not why MJ is not talking to LeBron because he's an old bitter man or because he's still playing ball. MJ ain't say that. Did you hear MJ say that?
right.
Since you know MJ personally, did you hear him say that? He told you that on the record, off the record. Like, bro, stop. Y'all are stupid, bro. And the worst thing that I've seen, bro, with this whole MJ LeBron thing, MJ not talking to LeBron, now they're comparing them as parents. You got some, and this is not me being racist, y'all. This is just me being real. It was like a platform of a couple white guys talking about them being fathers. Oh, LeBron is a better father because he got his son to the NBA. Dog, if y'all don't stop, man. Like, if y'all don't stop, it's out of control, bro. It's out of control. You don't know how LeBron interacts with his children. All you know is what they want you to know.
Exactly.
He can act like he's the father of the year, and he may just be that. Or he could be a dirtbag for a dad. You do not know that.
Yeah.
So you know what they want you to know.
Right.
You see how he plays the media and then turn his back on them. Look at how he did Brian Windhorst. Look how Shannon Sharp been champ. Go James. Go James. Skip. Come on, skip. Come on,
Right.
go James.
Won't even go on this podcast.
Go James. LeBron, he wear LeBron pajamas. He got a LeBron pillowcase so he can lay his face on LeBron's face. He got a LeBron blanket. He wear LeBron underwear. He got LeBron socks.
All in hopes.
But always wear Jordans though.
All in hopes to probably have him on this
podcast, and he ain't never been on there. Cat Williams been on there and broke the internet, and LeBron won't even go on there.
He went on Pat McAfee.
He went on Pat McAfee. How you feel now? Go James. Talk about the gun line, boss. Talk about the gun line. When we do it again, boss. When we do it again.
That's exactly how he sounds when he talks about LeBron.
Buffoonery. That's what it is, bro. And it's like you created this narrative because you perpetuated it too. You so disrespectful to everybody before LeBron. You so disrespectful. And when you really look at it, dog, for what it is, bro, what did LeBron really, really do to be the greatest of all time? What did he do better than Michael Jeffrey Jordan?
Right.
So now they say, oh, the league is more talented. No. Basketball has always been basketball, bro.
It's changed as far
it's
as like
changed.
how it's played, but
It's more talented because y'all shoot more threes.
Right.
But look at the percentages and look how the game is. Nobody wants to watch it no more.
Right.
Because that's all you see. Penetrate, kick, shoot a three. Pull up on a fast break, shoot a three. It's exciting to see Steph do it because Steph pioneered it. So it's exciting to see him do stuff.
Right.
So when I watch these highlights of him dropping 50 on Ja Morant, that's going to be dope.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, dog.
Who wants to see that all the time?
All the time. Every single game.
Right.
You got Al Horford shooting 8 threes a game. Embiid shooting
Even
5
LeBron
or 6 threes.
Doing more threes.
LeBron trying to shoot from the logo. Like, come on, man. But back to this whole LeBron thing. It's like, dog, again, and I will repeat this over, and I would die on this hill. 94 feet, 48 minutes, 82 games. LeBron is one of the best we ever seen. I would give him that. But it's bad when Stephen A., before he critiques LeBron on SportsCenter, they bring his ticker up, and it gives all of LeBron's, like, butt-kissing things. He did this. Great father. He's handsome, witty. He's smart. Like, why do we got to do that before you critique him?
It's like, I mean,
LeBron is the least accountable person. He cannot accept criticism. And I hate to say it, he's going to get humbled, man, because he's too big for his britches right now.
Yeah.
Even the Bible said, I'm not trying to preach to you guys, but even the Bible says, before pride, there's a what? There's a crash. right? So you can sit there and be as prideful as you want and get on Pat McAfee and do all this, bro. You don't have like a unblemished record. Now
Right.
you got people got dirt on you, bro. So don't sit and act like you just. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody went through it, man.
Mhm.
Shaq went through it. Kobe went through it. MJ went through it with the gambling.
Mhm.
Dog,
Some.
you got something on you. So you need to be careful because look at P. Diddy and Kanye West. These people were too big for their britches and they stepped on the wrong people's toes and it all
Well, no, I
falls
mean,
down.
all I'm gonna
No pun
say is
intended.
Brian Windhorse is
Windhorse.
Windhorse is good at his job, and he's known LeBron for a long time.
Could you try again?
Hush, Siri.
All right.
Um, all I'm saying is, you really want to piss people off, don't do it to a journalist.
Yeah, man, because you don't know what Brian Windhorse has on you for one, and you don't know who he could pay to crack a story just to tear
Not
you
saying that that
down.
will happen,
But
but
it can.
it can
And it's
very
very
well can.
realistic. It's very realistic.
Yeah.
So
Let's close this out. What are your final thoughts?
my
On all
final
of this?
thoughts, that girl Ashley Neville, stop making content. Your content is garbage. When you basing your platform, you have a platform, right? You got 42K people. Out of that 42K people, who really pays you any attention to like listen to you to really think, okay, she knows what she's talking about. Really think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can get on in front of a camera and feel like, oh, look at me. I'm this and I'm that. But who really listening to you like she knows her stuff? Like a Rachel Nichols.
Mm-hmm.
Like a Doris Burke. When I listen to Doris Burke, I know Doris Burke knows the game.
Right.
When I listen to Rachel Nichols, before she got bamboozled, before she really bamboozled herself,
Yeah, she did that to herself.
she bamboozled
She
herself.
making a
But
comeback though.
you know, before the whole thing with Carrie Champion, when I listened to Carrie Champion, she knew what she was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Who really listening to you like you know what you talking about? Nobody. So when you make asinine, ridiculous statements, like, oh, I like MJ more than, I like LeBron more than MJ as a person. Bro, why would you even lead with that? Because you don't know him as a person. You may have met him before, or you may have seen him at an event, or you may have been around some dudes that know whoever. But to say that, you're ridiculous, bro. Just stop it. And then all you guys that's comparing MJ as a father to LeBron as a father, y'all are ridiculous. Like that right there, that's diabolical. Y'all gonna compare them as fathers, bro? What are we really talking about? And probably the people who comparing them as fathers is not a father.
Mm-hmm.
So what standards are you going off of? Your daddy probably left to go get milk and never came back. Your daddy probably went to go get some Newports or some Camels and ain't never come back. You feel me? So I don't want to hear what y'all saying
That
about
ain't your business.
that.
Really.
Right? That's their only thing that we need to discuss is 94 feet, 48 minutes, 82 games.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And playoffs, counting playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, bro. I don't want to hear anything else. 48 minutes, 94 feet. That's all I want to hear about. All this LeBron is a better father because he got his son in the league. Y'all sound dumb. Y'all sound dumb, man. Y'all sound really dumb. Y'all sound really dumb. So I'm just done with that section of. I just can't. I get so livid, bro.
Why does it have to like overtake sports? We're watching sports.
Yeah,
We're
man.
watching people. Let's put it in context. We're watching people who get paid millions
To play a game.
to play a game, for one, right?
Mhm.
Now, not only are we watching them play, it's entertainment, right?
Yeah, it's entertaining.
So it's at the end of a long work day. We want to eat some dinner. We want to watch the game. We want to relax. We watch sports, right? It's exciting. It's You go to a game, it's even more exhilarating.
Mm-hmm.
You know, helps the economy. You're paying and all this spending money, right? They still get paid more money than you'll ever see in your lifetime, probably. But why does a debate of the narrative of how this debate is going,
Yeah, it's
why does that have to overtake that?
because people are dumb and they don't have anything to talk about. They don't have any substance. These guys that was discussing MJ being a worse father than LeBron, LeBron being a better father. These dudes probably like 25 or 30. Like they never seen MJ play. The only thing you know about MJ is the sneaker.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can go YouTube and watch clips and highlights. You never seen him in real time.
And then
You
all
never
you
seen
know,
the impact he
and then,
had on the world.
and then all you know is the narratives.
That's it. So you perpetuate that and you're dumb and you're ignorant. So you're taking away from a man's legacy who worked his butt off, who turned a nothing organization
Mm-hmm. Into a global
into
sensation.
the greatest team to ever play.
Mm-hmm.
Right? One man has done that. Now, granted, he did get teammates and they built around him. They had a good front office, good ownership, good coach, right? It was different pieces there.
Mm-hmm.
But like they said, Michael Jordan was probably the best at his job than anybody in the world was at their job, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
Because his job was to play basketball. And he did it at a level that you can have the best banker. The best
Mm-hmm.
banker don't even go to that level. The best
And we're
best
not
real
talking
estate
about
agent.
athleticism. We're
No,
talking
I'm saying
about
the
like
person at his
mental,
job, at your
right,
job.
how you
Like,
approach your job, how you do your
how
job.
good are you at
how,
your job?
Right, how good you are at your job.
Nobody was ever good at their job like Michael Jordan. So you guys can say what you want. You're talking to a person. When you talk to me in the comments or you asking me or you make statements to me in the DM about MJ, just understand that you talking to a person who's seen him in real time. Just understand that you talking to a person who witnessed the impact he had on the world in real time.
Mm-hmm.
Not just The Last Dance, not just YouTube. I'm talking about real time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm old enough to understand that. I'm 46 years old. So I understand. I witnessed him score his career high in Cleveland. Gave buckets out of the 69. He probably gave 50 of them to Craig Elo. Couldn't even guard him, bro. It was unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
I seen him when he won his first championship in real time. I was nervous when they lost in game 1 to the Lakers in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I was nervous because we just swept the Pistons. And I got chased home. Right? I got chased home in the Eastern Conference Finals because I brought a mini broom to school. So
you had no business doing something like that.
So at the same time, remember and think and be cognizant. And I'm talking to everybody who ever watched this or listened to this. Ashley Neville, she probably ain't nothing but about 32 to 35 years old. She don't have a clue. So for her to say things like, what has MJ done? And he just like F them kids and all that. Like, you're so ignorant and stupid. You know how many basketball camps MJ had? You know how many ballers came out of the camps? Think about Richard Jefferson. LeBron James even went to one of MJ camps. So what are you saying, bro? That's what I'm saying. They say the stupidest things because why? It's rage bait.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get people to react.
Right, you win. All right.
You won.
You won.
From that standpoint, but you still ignorant. And you still like people who know the game and people who know the subject matter that you're talking about. You still look like a fool to real people. Now, these people who want to kiss your butt and who probably think you're very attractive and want to kiss up to you, yeah, they're going to agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
But what kind of friends really agree when they know they friend dead wrong? Real
Not
people,
a
real person ain't gonna let you be dead wrong and be like, girl, yeah, you right, girl. Michael Jordan ain't never did nothing for nobody. That's an ignorant person there, man.
So moving on from that, because you know what? At the end of the day, you can say what you want. Say what you want. But in this house,
Man, around
when
the
you-
world, man.
you
Y'all,
talking to him, you talk.
hey, Understand this too.
Just understand.
I, again, LeBron James, 48 minutes, 94 feet, is one of the best to do it. I never take. There's nothing you can take away. As Kenny Smith said, the accomplishments he has in the NBA are undeniable. Now, the next narrative that they're trying to hold against Jordan, 6-0 in the finals. First, they say the league was whack back then. Clearly, you didn't watch.
All right.
That's from people who didn't watch the game. I don't care, even if you was alive then and you said, oh, it was whack, because you didn't watch, because Jordan probably beat your favorite team. So you were salty. I know a lot of people like that that's here in Detroit that was hardcore Pistons fans that was so ticked off and pissed at the Chicago Bulls because that hate ran deep. But I was the one in Detroit, born and raised, that loved MJ. Didn't matter. Loved him. I didn't care that people chased me home. I didn't care that people dogged me out when we were losing. When the Bulls was losing, I used to hear it all the time. Oh, he just a one-man show. He'll never get a ring. He'll win all these scoring championships. He'll never do this, never do that. Then when they start winning rings, oh, now the league is whack. Okay.
Right.
All right. So I'm going to say it like this, man. Y'all have to understand that it's very disrespectful from a basketball lover standpoint to try to tear down somebody's legacy, to try to tear down his legacy, the things he's already done, the things he's already accomplished. You try to tear that away to uplift another player, bro. And this player, he's not even humble enough. And sooner or later, LeBron will have to eat crow, right? He's gonna have to, because for you to say the things that you said, now you getting at the end of that rope. Now you wishing deep down inside you had that relationship with MJ. You're really wishing that, and you're projecting.
Yeah.
So you're saying like, hey, I really wish MJ would talk to me.
Right.
But you had to create that narrative so people can say you better than him because he's bitter. You're the nice guy, and MJ is the bad guy. I'm telling you, bro, that junk gonna run out. You running at the end of your rope, so people are striking at everything. So first, now they trying to say, like Brian Windhorst still got his pom-poms out. He's saying that if LeBron wins another championship because it's a fourth different team, dog, that's not a flex.
Right.
That's not more of a flex than 6 finals MVPs and never lost, never seen a game 7. 2 3-peats. That's not a flex. 72-10.
Right.
A regular season MVP, finals MVP, all-star MVP all in 1 year. That's not a flex. What is you talking about? Like, people are, dude, it's like they make these records up. Oh, LeBron scored 50,000.
He was the first to sneeze on the first quarter
while
scoring 12 points.
He scored 50,000 points regular season and playoff points combined. Man, stop, bro. Stop. It's nothing that you can do to put him above MJ. You can put him, y'all can jockey for position in like 2 through 5. But MJ is in, like these dummies, Gilbert Arenas, they dummies. They say rage bait and they say things to get attention and notoriety. But you got to understand who you talking to. Just because you play basketball, just because you play basketball on a professional level, that don't make you smart. That make you talented, right? That don't make you smart, because the ones that smart are champions. They're the ones that are champions, or that really had a long career because they knew the X's and O's and they had talent. Gilbert Arenas, he just has talent. He just had talent. And they only got him so far.
Right.
So he can sit back and try to talk like, and then he get a bunch of role players, Rashad McCants and, Brandon Jennings. I give Brandon Jennings his props. Brandon Jennings is a beast, but Rashad McCants and Kenyon Martin, I give him his props. Then you get Nick Young. So Nick Young today, I'm going to end the basketball situation with this. So Nick Young, I seen a clip of Nick Young. He was he'd be on there with Gilbert Arenas. And they were talking about that year when Kobe was rehabilitating from the Achilles when he was coming back. They was talking about that year that, they sucked and Kobe was going at Jeremy Lin and, they lost
Rightfully
the
so.
game. I think they won like 30 games that year. Somewhere, don't quote me, but it was like a very low 22 to 30 games, something like that. And Nick Young was like, yeah, that was my team that year because Kobe had one leg and da 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 da. You gonna brag about a team that won like 20 some games. That's
Losing.
the difference with Kobe Bryant, bro. Because you're bragging. That's like the little dudes that used to be at the park when we be hooping back in the day. We be at the park and the little dudes do a crossover. Oh, you crossed them,
But
but
missed the layup.
you missed the shot. That's Nick Young.
Yeah.
You see that move I did? Yeah, you scored 30, but you lost.
Right.
You lost, bro. Like, yeah, you scored 30, but the man who you guard and scored 35 and won.
Right.
Which one makes more? Okay, you scored 30, I scored 30, but I win.
Hey.
But that's where that generational difference come in at. That's why it was the cutoff at Kobe. Kobe didn't give a crap about winning 22 games if he averaged 50.
Right.
He didn't make the playoffs. Kobe vowed to make the playoffs every year. So when he didn't make the playoffs those couple years, he was miserable. He wasn't smiling and, remember at the end of when they hit that game winning shot, and they all in front of the camera like, yeah.
He's sitting in the back
Carlos
like,
Boozer, all of them. When they showed it on Jimmy Kimmel, Kobe was ticked off. He just looked at Jimmy Kimmel. He couldn't even talk. He was so mad.
He was so mad.
But that's the level that personalities have fallen in basketball. Kobe was the last one like that. But you got these same guys got podcasts now.
Right.
So you see the mentality and the asinine, dumb stuff they say.
Right.
And the disrespectful stuff.
Now.
They say disrespectful stuff about Kobe because he's not here. You wouldn't say, I guarantee you.
You wouldn't have said that if he was alive.
LeBron wouldn't be saying half of the crap he's saying if Kobe was alive.
Oh, Kobe.
Because Kobe was locking you up, bro.
Yeah.
When y'all played against him, go do y'all research. All y'all LeBroniacs, go do your research. Kobe used to be locking Bron up. Now, LeBron is a great player, so he going to score. He's going to get points. But when he played Kobe, he wasn't ready for that he wasn't ready for that level of tenacity. You could see him kind of back down, get rid of the ball. You can see that. I'm telling y'all, do your research, man. The All-Star game, I think 2008, 2009 All-Star game. Everybody cleared out. Kobe was like, come on, one-on-one. Locked him down, blocked his shot, everything. I don't want to hear no excuses, bro. Right. So a lot of the stuff that he's saying now, he can get away with it now because Kobe not here to say nothing. Kobe is the greatest Laker to ever live. Y'all remember that and understand that. There's not a Laker, Kareem, Wilt, Magic, Shaq, none of them is better than Kobe being Bryant. That's the greatest Laker to ever live. And y'all better put some respect on Kobe's name, bro. You better. So that'll do it for a sports basketball standpoint. So as we conclude, before we conclude, why don't you go ahead and fill our people in on what you got going on.
So the last time we talked, as far as like me to you guys, last time we talked, I had told y'all that I got accepted to PLC Light School, and I'm in the social marketing track, and our instructor is Dr. Edwards. If you guys don't know who Dr. Dwayne Edwards is, please go look him up. You need to do your research on who he is. He doesn't have social media. The only thing he has is LinkedIn. That's the only place you'll ever find him as far as like social media. So he's very, very private when it comes to that. He doesn't like social media.
He's just old school. It ain't even that he private. He old school, man.
And so we had gotten our projects the first day, and it was kind of intimidating because the Light School program is sponsored by StockX and the Pistons. So that's how we're able to go into this program for free.
Mm-hmm.
So we are working on hypothetical scenarios. However, those hypothetical scenarios could very well be a real foundation to a real possible project, because
Yep.
he said this is stuff that he wants to do. Dr. Edwards, this is what he wants to do. So it's kind of like he's seeing if it's possible. He's seeing, so it's putting creatives together and doing the whole project. So I say all that to say that our project, it's a team of 3. Our project has the Detroit Shock. And
To bring the shock back
to
to
bring
Detroit.
the Shock back to Detroit. So it's a hypothetical scenario. Of course, I'm not going to get too in detail of what exactly the project is until
And you shouldn't until it's
after,
over with.
right? It's been such a crazy ride as far as working together as a team with a product marketer and a graphic designer. I'm the social marketer. So it's a team of 3 and all of us working together. And, we thought we were going in one direction. And then on Thursday, this past class, I had like an amazing class, and he sat with us, team by team. And man, it just like explosions. Like we had an epiphany. We're like, oh my God, we could have been did this, but it was a process. It was like you have to do some mistakes first before you obviously get the end product, right? So we just been working on a great, cool presentation. I can't wait to talk to you guys about it, but our project specifically is to bring the Detroit Shock back, and it's an amazing experience so far. Other projects include partnerships with StockX, of course, since they're one of the sponsors for the program. Foot Locker is another one. Visit Detroit is one, and My HBCU is another one, which is a scholarship fundraiser. And their projects, man, it's so amazing to see how their projects are coming to life, and it's so I can't wait. School's already going to be over in 2 weeks. 2 weeks and a day, basically. And man, I can't even explain to you guys how excited I am. I've been every day before, every class before we actually get into everything, we always talk about professional development and, any questions that we may have. And, so we have all these questions. And one of the biggest questions in the first couple days of class was about personal branding, right? So if you guys go on my Instagram, you guys will see that I'm in the process of doing a whole personal rebrand. And that includes using my full government name. I've gone, tell you a little story real quick. I've gone by Lily. Everybody knows me as Lily. But my full name is Lily Adriana. One name. Everybody wants to put it, it's 2 names, but it's one name, Lily Adriana. And a lot of the times growing up, I felt like my name was such a burden to people because it's so long, and I was so frustrated that people were always mispronouncing it and, just not taking the time to really pronounce my name. So I just made it easier for them and just call me Lily, right? And so went through all that. So when I finally went through this lesson of personal branding and what that really means, it was like I'm taking that power back and no, I'm Lily Adriana, like as far as professionally, and because you only got to learn my name once. And if you don't care to learn my name and pronounce it correctly, what do I need to talk to you for? You know what I'm saying? So it's like having that personal brand, having those, things set in place, it's helping me set the standard for myself, both professionally and creatively. I'm trying to implement a lot of the things that I learn and share it with you guys, share it with you, and just apply it to my future career in marketing. And so this project is a lot bigger than just the hypothetical of bringing the Shock back to Detroit. It's a lot bigger than that because I'm applying it in almost every aspect of my life. So it's been such a great experience, and in the future, they say they might do this again with other classes. So you guys keep a lookout for PLC and apply, man. It's a great experience.
Yeah, it's dope, man. I'm glad that you getting to experience that and you getting firsthand tutelage from Dr. Dwayne Edwards. Just really quick, Dr. Dwayne Edwards and E. Scott are two African American designers that worked in Nike and Jordan Brand for years.
Hmm. And
Doctor,
Sam too. Yeah.
yeah, Sam too, and Dr. Edwards has personally had a hand in designing a couple of Jordan models. I think the 22 or the 20.
Yep. 20, 21, 22.
21 and 22. So he personally had a hand in that. And so the guy's brilliant, brilliant guy. So
And he also
that's
had a
dope.
hand in the Carmelo M4s, which were my first basketball shoe that I had in middle school. And it was crazy because those were my favorite shoes for a long, long time. I ran them to the ground, right? And to finally meet the person who created that shoe, and then, like, I think it was the second day of class, he actually told the story of how he created that. It was like a full circle moment for me, and it was awesome to pick his brain and how his brain works. It's truly remarkable.
Yeah. And then also, we didn't even talk about Air Max Day.
Oh yeah, so let's
So
backtrack
we got
a little
we
got
got to backtrack a little
before
bit.
we
So
end
we
this
got to talk
episode.
about Air Max Day. So Air Max Day, PLC, Pennsail Lewis College, downtown Detroit. Well, it's not so much downtown. It's Detroit. It's right outside of downtown, technically. But anyway, they house. Shout out to Dante. Dante put together an event, an activation where we had an Eakin who's assigned to Detroit now. For you guys who don't know what an Eakin is Nike spelled backwards. So he's basically a Nike ambassador, and he cultivates and create relationships with the community. With different retail spaces, and so with Air Max Day, they did a pretty cool event. We got some T-shirts, specialized T-shirts that they customly printed for us right then and there. We got to design some on paper, some DNA colorways. Although I didn't get to finish mine because I had a great experience. And it was just like a tour of Pennsail Lewis, the color and material space, and different rooms that's dedicated to April Walker, who is one of the first black female designers who started back in the early 90s. She's, people like Tupac, Biggie, Eric B. and Rakim, they all rocked her stuff. She worked with Carl Kanai from back in the day for all my unks and aunties out there. Y'all remember Carl Kanai. And she has her own brand, April Walker Wear. So Walker Wear is her brand. So they have a space in there, a room that's dedicated to her. It's a mural up. It's dope. It's dope. Some of her merch is up.
Apparel design studio.
Yeah, it's the apparel design studio. And then you have the Wilson Smith room. So I actually attended that ribbon cutting event when Wilson himself was there. So I got to meet him, and I had the 17s on, and he talked about, so Wilson, he is one of the first black designers for Jordan Brand, or he may be the first black.
He's first, and E. Scott was the fourth.
The fourth. Okay, so he's the first black designer for Jordan Brand at Nike, and he did he designed the up tempo, the Airs, or the Scottie Pippins, normally people call them. He designed those, and he designed the Jordan 16 and 17s. So he was going through how his prize design, I would say, is the 17s, and he was going through how he designed it, and he knows MJ loves jazz, and there are certain designs on the sneaker that kind of relates to music and notes, and it was just like to see the rough draft portion of the motivation, how it starts all the way to the finished to the finished product was dope. So they took us a tour around there, and then as we were sitting down in the Wilson Smith room that day, everybody sat down and we were in there designing our colorway for the DN8s. Then here come E. Scott. E. Scott is one of my favorite people on this planet, and I've met him before. I met him multiple times, so it wasn't like this was the first time I met him, but this the first time I had, because he's always busy. He's always doing stuff. This is the first time I got to spend time with him, and I got to talk to him, and little subtle flex. He's been following the page too, so he show love.
Shout out to E. Scott.
Shout out to E. Scott, man. Like I said, one of my favorite people on planet Earth, and this dude, man, I really got to really sit and talk to him. So we were talking about sneakers, period. Y'all know me. This sneakers is my passion. I live, eat, breathe this culture, right? And I'm talking to him about, we were talking about the Air Max 95s, the neons. It's only 10,000 that's being released. It's a very limited. I don't believe that 10,000 number, but it is very limited. And we were talking about that, and we were talking about just a bunch of stuff. And for y'all who don't know, E. Scott designed the Mike Vick, his shoe line, And as we sitting there, we talking, he goes off because, it ain't just us in there.
Right.
It's a whole bunch of people in there. It's probably about
50?
50
Yeah, 50,
be
60
in between 50 to 75. We'll put it like that. It was a lot of people there. And so he goes off, does his thing. He's talking to other people. We at our table coloring or whatever, because you had to come up with a story, a customer, a target, a persona, and an event to all revolve around your colorway, right? So, we're talking, we're designing, coloring. He comes back. And when he comes back, he has the scrapbook. It's this huge scrapbook of his motivation when he designed the Vic 1. And I was like floored. It dang near brought tears to my eyes. And it was like, because that's a sneaker I always wanted. Mike Vick is another one of my favorite players. Mike Vick, I watched him in high school, Warwick High School, Newport News, Virginia. I went to Bethel High School in Hampton, Virginia. So Mike Vick clearly was the number one quarterback in the nation, not just the state of Virginia, but the nation. When he played in high school, and he went to Virginia Tech for college, which he was one of the top dogs in college, and then Atlanta, and then, the dog fighting incident, and then, the Eagles, the Jets. So, but whatever have you, Mike Vick is one of my favorite players. And to meet E. Scott, who designed his sneaker that I never got to get, was amazing. He showed me the scrapbook. The scrapbook went in detail from the start. Like, he didn't even touch trying to draw a sneaker first. He had pictures of like cars, headlights. Like he had, and granted, this is early 2000s. So he had like a Jaguar headlight. And no, it wasn't a Jaguar. It was a very exclusive type car, a luxury car, but it had a headlight. And the headlight had like multiple little halogen bulbs in it. And he said to him, it looked like a cannon. So, Mike Vick is dangerous like a cannon, right? Then he had a Jaguar. Mike Vick is fast like a Jaguar. Whoever, if y'all ever seen Mike Vick at his peak, he was ridiculously fast. And Vick used to play football, by the way, when they played on turf. He used to play in the Jordan 17s, the white and red ones, just by the way. But anyway, he just showed me, and it just kind of, each page was different.
Progressed to what the product was.
By the time you get to the end, you have the Vic 1. And to see the motivation all the way up, mature to the actual product to come to fruition, it was amazing. And like I said, man, you can tell how I really got emotional that he allowed that.
Yeah, because he kind of came to you like
I didn't ask him.
On the low.
He came on the low. He's like, I got something for you.
Yeah.
And he showed me, and it was like, you know what I'm saying? Because he knows what sneakers mean to me. So when that was just one of them things. Like, that was a moment for me. That was a dope moment, and it meant a lot. And I'm glad that I had that moment that day on Air Max Day. So that was dope, man. So shout out to Dan the Eakin. Shout out to Dr. Edwards, the whole PLC staff, Nikki. She was
Mm-hmm.
out there. She's so funny, bro. Because I told her, she's like, we need some music. And I'm like, man, she was like, what should I play? I'm going to play some Drake. I mean, some Kendrick. They not like us. I said, oh, you going to offend people. She was like, well, I'm really about to play it now. So she's so funny, man. Shout out to Nikki,
One
man.
thing though, I just wish a couple more people was wearing some
Air Maxes. It was people that had like Tim's on. It was people that had like different brands.
Guys,
they was wearing Adidas. At least some. If you didn't have Air Max, they had some people wearing Jordans or some Nikes. I seen Dunks. But
guys.
if you wearing any other brand, like people was wearing Asics, I'm like, what y'all doing, bro? It's Air Max Day. You shouldn't even be able to participate if you don't even have a Nike on, and not let alone Air Maxes. That's like when I went to that Jordan Brand event, and it was a dude there with, what do you have?
He had Reeboks on.
He had some Reeboks. Like, how you gonna go to a Jordan Brand event? This is a private invite only event.
And he wore some Reeboks.
And he not coming back. Because seen it. He was like,
yeah, you not coming back.
Because he told me, he was like, all right, you know how O talk. He like, all right, Doc, make sure you don't wearing you make sure you wearing Jordans, all right? I'm like, bro, you ain't got to tell me. That's the majority of my collection is J's.
Yeah.
And he started laughing, but then, yeah, because he
seen
them. So if you do these events, even I don't know, but I know about Jordan Brand. If you come to a Jordan Brand event and you ain't wearing Jordan or Nike, don't think that you're gonna get another invite. You're done.
That's all I gotta say.
You're done. You gonna get your little gifts they give you at the end. They gonna give you some sneaks,
you on your way
some
home.
T-shirts, a couple shirts. After that, don't think about coming back the next time. That's just.
Come on, guys.
That's just thoughtless.
But all right, man. This was.
So I ain't finished. Shout out to Dante. Shout out to Nikki. Shout out to E. Scott, Dr. Edwards, the whole PLC staff. Dion was there. Shout out to everybody behind the scenes, the Eek and Dan and his crew that worked with him. So shout out to all of them, man. It was really dope. And shout out to everybody who was there. Shout out to Jimmy, my dog, who took the pictures. He's a photographer, Jimmy Goldfingers, man. Y'all follow him on Instagram. One of the dopest photographers in the city, man. Get some good shots. Shout out to Amir. Amir was there. What was the instructor name of color and material? Miss Suzette. Shout out to Miss Suzette. She was dope. She left me hanging with the material when I stuck my hand. She was like, nah, I got you. So it was crazy, little inside thing. But it was cool though. It was really, really dope, man. Another thing that I didn't touch on is when after this whole LeBron thing, you see Bronny had scored 17.
Oh.
And then he go to the G League and score 39. And then, well, maybe he do belong.
Okay.
Dog. Right. He scored 39 against guys who can't make to the NBA.
Make it to the NBA.
He scored. Y'all name the best player in the G League. I'm not saying that these dudes are, but in comparison to NBA guys, who's the best G League player, bro?
I can't even tell you who's on the G League.
Matt McClung. That's it. And he's not a hooper. He's a dunker.
Right.
Great dunker. He can't make the NBA. He's trying. He's trying. And Bronny scores 39 and y'all like, well, maybe he do belong. Like, stop, man. Stop.
Why can't he score 39?
It took him in the right. He scored 17 in the NBA and they're, oh my God, Bronny scored 17. He belongs. I told you, you give him certain minutes, he'll average 17 a game. Dog, y'all need to stop. It took, 65 games for him to score 17? Y'all better stop, man. Y'all got to stop this nonsense, man. So, hey, it's whatever, man. I just don't understand this media, and I will die on this hill. If this platform grows, which it will, and our material starts circulating, which it will,
right?
Y'all not going to like me, and I don't care. Nick Wright, I don't care. When I see you, it's on sight. You bet not be wearing no J's when I see you. Right. If you wearing J, Nick Wright, I'm talking to you, Tom Green. Daddy, do you want some sausage? Talking to you, bro. If you wearing J's, you better have security with you. You better have, because it's on sight. I'm telling you, I'm a hall sweep you. For y'all who don't know what a hall sweep is, we used to do it in high school. A hall sweep is that back when you're walking, one leg goes in front of the other. That when that leg comes back, I kick that. And you kick yourself and you fall.
That's it.
And when you hit the ground, I'm taking your J's off. You are not allowed to wear Jordans. Right. I don't care how dirty they is or how new they are. I'm taking them from you, bro. Right. Because all the slander you gave MJ, you do not deserve to wear his brand. Mm-hmm. Shannon Sharp, stop wearing Jordans. Let me see you wear some LeBrons, bro. Right. Stop wearing Jordans. Because y'all just do it. Y'all don't like MJ. Mm-hmm. You talk, you down him. You dog him out. Stop wearing the brand. Wear LeBrons. Okay? You just wearing them because it's the cool thing to wear. Mm-hmm. You don't like MJ, so what you wearing them for? Right. Oh, you like the way they look. Yeah, okay. You like the way they look because everybody else like the way they look. Right. Go wear some Adidas. Go put some Sambas on. Go put some them LeBrons on. Wear them LeBrons. I'm telling you. Don't get me started. Hey, Nick Wright, it's on site. I don't care if y'all don't like me, bro, because I don't like y'all either. Like 50 Cent song, nobody likes me, but that's okay, because I don't like y'all anyway. I don't like y'all anyway. Oh, y'all. That's how I feel. Straight up.
All right, y'all. Well,
we gonna get out of here, man. Out of here. We love you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. We appreciate it. That's a wrap on season 2, episode 14. We will see y'all next week. We're trying to, so I'm not gonna guarantee it right now. We're trying to get back to airing it on Mondays. So this week, this episode 14 will be live Wednesday early evening, maybe around 5 to 6 p.m. We want to get back to Mondays, 5 to 6 p.m. just because our life schedule, and it's more practical for us to film on certain days than it is on other days. So we're trying to get back to that. Sorry for the switch up. Just be patient with us, y'all. We're just trying to find our groove on what works. And then, yeah, man, we'll see y'all on the next episode. Same time, same place, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, for tapping in, for listening, for watching. And then make sure y'all comment down below, man. Let us know who y'all think gonna win the Final Four. Mm-hmm. Let us know what y'all think about the culture vultures. Let us know. Mm-hmm. And then let us know what y'all think about this Stephen A. and LeBron situation. So let us know, man. And then always remember, man, to keep making noise until somebody hear you. Because sooner than later, they will hear you. I guarantee it. And when they do hear you, you stay ready so you never have to get ready, man. I love you guys. Remember, consistency break resistance. Stay low, keep firing, stack your W's, and keep going, man. We love y'all, man. We'll see y'all on the next episode, all right? Peace.
Like what you heard? Make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a review, and share with your friends. Stay tuned for more on the UFG podcast. And remember, keep making noise until somebody hears you.